Hi, how are you? It's Travis here, and welcome back to our adventures in Azeroth. Last episode, we had to get an undamaged venom sac for Apothecary Leiden, and we got him one of those undamaged venom sacs in the hinterlands at Shadralore down here, and we got them off of a witherbark spider. Had to slay a couple of them to get it, and after we got it, we came back to Terran Mill, brought Apothecary Leiden a undamaged venom sac, and he said it did not have the correct venom in it, and that we need to go to Sen'jin Village and speak with Master Gadrin. So eventually we are going to do that. I'm not going to do that today, though. Eventually when we go to the other side of the world, go to Sen'jin Village, we'll speak with him.
What do you require?
But today we're going to Raventusk Village in the hinterlands. And we're going to start doing quests in that village. That is the plan. Been going back to retail lately. And trying to catch up on all the stuff that I've missed. I got my legendary back today. Did the quest line. Where you had to go to do some Black Dragon Flight stuff. And I got some scale of, I think, a Nixia. It was either a scale of a Nixia or a Nefarian. I think I got both. And then it turned into a legendary back. So I have my legendary back now. And eventually I'm probably going to do the Nyalotha raid. I have a Druid. I actually play a Druid on retail. For Battle for Azeroth, I play a balanced Druid, a Boomkin, some people call it. I don't know, maybe I will maybe do a video series of the raid. Doing Nyalotha, might do that. I'm probably going to do it on Heroic only. I'm not going to do it on Mythic. I don't think I have enough time. I haven't been raided in retail in quite some time, but I'm going to do it on Heroic. And we will get the Ahead of a Curve achievement with the mount that comes with it. I'm also thinking about trying to get the Brutosaur mount too. There's a lot of cool stuff that's leaving the game when Shadowlands comes out. And I'm looking forward to Shadowlands as well. I'm looking forward to Torghast. I think it's going to be a great new mode. Kind of reminds me of Mythic Plus. Also reminds me of, I don't know if any of you guys played Diablo 3. It kind of reminds me of Nephilim Rifts in Diablo 3. Like solo Nephilim Rifts. Which were a lot of fun. Enjoyed doing those a lot in Diablo. I think it was one of the best things they added in that game. That game was honestly terrible until they added Nephilim Rifts. It honestly changed the game big time. Actually made Diablo 3 a decent game. So here we go. We're going over the cliffs here. Which means we should be close to the village. This is where all the turtles hang out. The big... There's like giant turtles that hang out around here. Oh, it's on this island. Some like... rock with like a tablet there. Happy we came to Raventusk Village last episode, so we can just fly in now. Alright, here we are. Good old Raventusk Village. I have to meet with quest giver here. There he is, Huntsman Markor.
Relax.
Sul'jin shall return one day, Torin. Mark my words. Until then, we all hold our positions and do what we can to keep the forest troll population intact. With that said, as Master Huntsman of Raventusk Village, it is my responsibility to ensure that the world around us is safe for habitation. The beasts of this area must be kept in check. Are you looking for work? Alright, let's start with the first one, Stalking the Stalkers. Many brave trolls have been lost to the harsh wilds of the hinterlands torn. The Silvermane wolves are one of the biggest threats to our hunters. They lay in wait, hiding amongst the bushes and landscape. They strike out when the opportunity presents itself. This type of ferocity will not go unchecked. You must think like the Silvermane, stalk the stalkers, slay them all. So it looks like we have to slay 15 Silvermane stalkers and 15 Silvermane howlers, and then return to Huntsman Markor when we are done.
Later.
He will give us 1 gold, 40 silver. Sounds pretty good. Looks like we have an inn here, so I'm gonna go make this inn our home, so we can, when we're done, we can just hearth back. This is going to be a long quest. Slaying 30 of any creature takes a while, so I want to make sure we don't have too much travel time. So here we go. Let's get out of here. Pretty cool little village. I like this front. They got like they're like walled off a little bit with cool little snake statues. And these are the giant turtles I was talking about, the saltwater snapjaws. Hard to fight these guys if you're melee. The good thing about them is they're docile. They only attack you if you attack them. Wonder if we'll get into any fights today. Get off the mount quick, buff up. Just forgot about that. Okay, let's get back on the brown Kodo. And now we will look for Silvermane stalkers. So let's track this quest. It's a yellow quest, so it should be tough. I wouldn't say tough, but it's not going to be easy, since it is yellow. Oh, there we go. Found a Silvermane stalker. So I guess the stalkers can stealth like me. You guys are level 47 too. I'm gonna get a lot of XP for this. And we will hit level 47 today. I think we might hit level 47 after we slay this Silvermane stalker. Almost level 50, guys. And then after that, 10 more levels. It'll be the longest 10 levels of my life, I think, but we're gonna get it done. Tender wolf meat. It's a good wolf meat to sell, I think. Because it makes, I think a meat that gives you 15 stam. This guy's gonna give it to us. Yeah, this is it. We're getting level 47 from him. And then our damage is going to increase by 2%. Because of our skill tree right here, we're going to upgrade our natural weapons. Now our damage in all forms will increase by... There we go, level 47 natural weapons. Boom. Next time, we'll get another 2% increase when we hit level 48. But we got a long road ahead of us before we hit that. Our feral combat has increased by 235. To 235, I should say. Looks like all the stalkers are around here. Wonder where the howlers are. Oh, deeper inside the forest. We're destroying these guys, though. I think our gear is good. Got a good. We have good gear. We also have a pretty good spec, I think. Getting a solid amount of XP for slaying these guys too. 560 per wolf, which means should get close to 6,000 XP. Even more. Oh, way more than that. Probably gonna get 15,000 XP actually. It's a little bit more, maybe 16,000. Let's see if the Howlers give that much XP too. The Howlers might be actually weaker than the Stalkers. Stalkers are kind of tough to find too. It's good to know we can fight level 47s and 48s. Ease though, we are level 47 now, so 47 shouldn't be that bad. We're chewing these guys up. Got another stalker here. That's not a bad quest. I like these quests. This is probably a great zone to level in. If you have a lot of quests like this or you just slay mobs, these are my favorite quests. The reason why they're my favorite, I like the ones where you have to slay hard elites. Like a 1v1 against a hard elite. I think that's my favorite, and the ones where you have to slay a bunch of mobs are my favorite quests. Because the ones you have to slay a bunch of mobs, you get a lot of XP. That's why I like those. The ones I hate doing are the ones where you have to pick up a bunch of, like, say I have to pick up a bunch of apples under a tree. Pick up a bunch of stuff. Not a big fan of that. I'm not a big fan of the one where you have to like get an item off of a mob. I know they're a lot like just slay a certain amount, but at least I know there's an end with that. The ones with them where you have to like get an item. Oh, look, you got an alliance over there. You never know when it's gonna end. Oh, 46 rogue. Be a good fight. Rogues are tough for druids, though. Seems like I have to, be a certain level. Or I have to be in bear form, I mean, to fight rogues. They just chew. They do a lot of burst damage. They're tough. And they just keep you stunned for so long. Can't even attack. Alright, another Silvermane stock. We haven't found one Howler yet. It's going to make me wonder where those Howlers are located. I'm almost done with the Stalkers already. Pretty easy quest. I think you could do this quest at level 45. Maybe even lower. These wolves are not very hard at all. Another stalker over there. The hardest thing about these wolves, I would think, is if you're a lower level, you wouldn't be able to see them. And you'd end up pulling two at a time. And if you ever pull two at a time of anything, it ends up being pretty tough, especially if they're a higher level than you. Alright. Didn't get much from him. Let's use our rune cloth bandages. Heavy rune cloth, I should say. Healed me up all the way. Get this wolf before he gets back to his wolf buddy. Oh, we got two. Looks like we got two wolves. See if we can deal with two wolves, guys. It's a challenge here. I think we can. I'm gonna have to heal, though. If you don't mind. Get him down! Get him down! Okay. Let's heal up here. Regrowth. Fire him. I think we'll be able to deal with him here. That fairy fire up on him. These guys seem to not have a lot of armor. That's why they're great for any melee class. Has a good time against these guys. These guys have like no armor at all. Go. Now we have 3 more stalkers to go. Still haven't seen one howler yet. Let's have a quick drink here. It's good that we still have some sweet nectar on us. Okay, it's a long enough drink. Oh, we didn't get a big crit. It's nice when you get one of those 600 damage crits on them. Oh, we missed our fairy fire. That's not good. I think the howlers are probably more to the western part of the giants. That's my guess. Some more of that thick fur. Use another bandage. Ourselves up real quick. Alright, I guess we'll keep moving west. Looks like we discovered Skull Rock. Getting some experience from exploring, which is nice. It's another benefit of do questing. Get that Explorer XP, which isn't much, but it's something. Zalkin. Oh, nice. Looks like they hang out around here. Alright, one more to go. There he is. And after this, we'll just run around looking for these howlers. I assume the howlers don't have stealth, like the stalkers do. But I assume they have a shout that either reduces your attack power or reduces your armor, one or the other. One or the other. That's my guess. Kind of like a warrior dog. Okay, let's heal up here. Let the hots tick. And we'll start moving west. Oh, we got stalkers chasing us. Move! These damn stalkers, get off of me. I love War Stomp. I really do. I think it's one of the best abilities. Racial abilities in the game. It saved my life so many times. Can't even count on 2 hands how many times War Stomp has saved my life. It's great. I think Taurens are great questing class or race. I should say. You get that extra stamina, which is always good, and the War Stomp is nice as well. Also, if you pick Herbalism, you can, Herbalism's a bit higher than everybody else's, I think by 15. Every other race can get up to 300 Herbalism. As a Tauren, you can get up to, 315. It looks like we have found the Howlers. Seem to be hanging out around here. So let's start picking on these guys. Yeah, you can only be a Tauren Druid, I think, in Classic. There's no, like, Troll Druids or anything like that. I think Troll Druids are introduced in now. Cataclysm. You can never be an Orc Druid. You can never be a... You still can't be an Orc or Undead Druid. wonder if the new races can be druids. I know the Zandalar trolls can be druids. Not too sure about the other class though. I don't think the Volpira is a new. I haven't even seen one or played a Volpira yet. The BFA race. I don't think they can be druids. Supposedly the Kultiran humans can be druids though. Which is on Alliance side. I know Night Elves can be druids. I think it's just Night Elves, isn't it? On Alliance, it's Kultirans, Night Elves. I don't think the Naru can be druids. I know they can be shamans. It's hard to remember all that stuff. Especially with all these new classes and races. Maybe that fish race. Isn't there like a new fishmen race for the Alliance? The Horde got the Volpira and the Alliance got these like fishmen. Not too sure. Maybe they just got the Kultiran, right? No, they got something else. Because we got Volpira and Zandalar Troll. And they got Kultiran and something else. We might get attacked here. We better watch ourselves, dude. Surprised he didn't troll. Surprised. Surprised he did not decide. Was he looking at me? He's like, he should have charged me. That's what he's thinking to himself. He's like, I should have charged that guy. Wonder if I could have got away. I would have had to pop Entangling Roots though, early. Silvermane Caller howls for help. So so if you're around a bunch of them, you can a certain percentage health, like around 40%, 30%. He asks his friends to come help him. The thing is, these guys aren't really like wolves because they don't hang out in packs. Most wolves tend to hang out in packs. These guys all just walk around by themselves. They're all a bunch of lone wolves. If they did hang out in packs, I wouldn't be able to do this quest. It'd be too hard. Let's pull this howler away from his comrades. 10 more to go. We've almost gotten 2 bars XP. Seems like the Howlers give less XP than the Stalkers. They are a lower level. Howlers seem to be like 45, 46, while the Stalkers 47 to 48. Find a lot of the Howlers here. A lot of Stalkers around here. A lot of owl beasts hanging out around here. Okay. That's what Mookins look like. They look like owl beasts. I don't know if you guys know that. The Druids can look like these guys. My Druid on retail looks like this guy. Pretty much the same. Same color scheme too. It's pretty much an owl beast. I think they're the funniest looking creatures in the whole game. A lot of people like try to avoid being in that form. A lot of people think it's an ugly form. I see why. I like it because it looks funny. funny seeing like one of these guys just jump out of nowhere and start attacking you. This guy right over here, he's hanging out around all these mobs. Might have trouble dealing with this guy. Let's try to sneak up on him. Try to bring him up here. Oh, we got some alliance. Some alliance around here. That warrior found a friend. Level 60 dwarf priest. I think the call for help really isn't that far. Like this guy didn't even... Oh, we got another alliance. This place is flooded with alliance. Well, 50 human warrior running around here. Not human. I think he's gnome, wasn't he? There's another silver mane howler. Seeing a lot of alliance leveling. Seems like the server is going to get an influx of alliance pretty soon. I always thought it would be cool if the tides, or everything shifted. Like it shifted from an alliance server to, from a horde server to an alliance server. Like there are alliance on the server, it's just wherever the raids are or dungeons are. Like all the level 60 main zones are all pretty much controlled by horde. Like we never have problems getting into Blackrock Mountain and losing our world buffs or dying or anything like that. Which is nice. Supposedly Alliance have to go in as like a huge unit. They want to keep their buffs. Seems like we have to sell some stuff. Our bags are getting quite full. Keep on looking around for howlers here. 5 more to go. Yeah, I think that would be cool though. Because when Phase 5 comes out, and gates for AQ need to be opened. It would be interesting if the Alliance were holding it down there. Or if it was controlled by the Alliance. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's mostly going to be the Horde controlling that zone. Because it's pretty easy for us to get there, because Thunder Bluff is pretty much right beside Silithus. And we have no trouble in Blackrock Mountain, so you'd think we would have no trouble in Silithus too. But if all these levelers get up to level 60, who knows? Maybe it'll shift. There we go, we got 2 right here. I actually want to see if this howl works. Let's try to be close. I don't want to be... Here we go. He'll probably be pretty close here. No. I want to see him howl. They're right here. Come here. Howl. Howl. He asked for help. Holy shit, it worked. It actually worked. That was pretty good. So it's pretty big. It's like from... I'd say it's like from here to here. The howl will work. So just keep that in mind. If you're ever fighting these guys. I think we're okay here. I don't think we get slain. Unless an Alliance rogue comes out of nowhere and stuns me. Let's get our health up though. I think we're full on thick mane fur. We can still keep getting red wolf meat. look at the birds flying in the sky. Druids look like that too. You can their flight form looks like that bird. The Zandalar Druids though, I think have the best forms though. Because they shapeshift into dinosaurs. Like right now, cat form I think is like a raptor, or is that travel form? Yeah, they turn into dinosaurs, which I think is probably the coolest form of druid there is. Here's another howler. Got 2 more to go. Let's get this guy to howl it. Oh, okay, looks like he just ran into us there. Might be in trouble. We're gonna be okay here. A little bit of a battle here. A little regrowth we're gonna hit. Got some hots up. Should be okay. Watch out for this guy though. Last thing we want is this guy to howl. Oh, this guy comes. Oh, that howl, what the heck? That call for help was far, dude. Usually they aren't that far. You might actually be dead. We're not gonna be dead. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run away. Cheetah. Oh my gosh, we might be dead. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, we're not gonna. We're just gonna fight this guy. I'm getting sick of running. Okay, make sure this guy doesn't howl and get another one. This guy chasing us? The hell? This guy looked like he was beelining for us. I'll deal with this howler. That was a long call for help. But yeah, you guys can see what can happen, right? They pretty much just keep calling for help and you're dead. Oh my gosh. See? Guy came out of nowhere. Gets Earth out of here. Before we get in another howler fight. We're back. Raven Tusk Village. Let's have a little chat here with Huntsman Markor.
How you doing, man?
Job well done, Torn. The Raven Tusk. Thank you for your contribution. Go, made a little bit of gold, guys. Let me sell some stuff now. Okay, got a lot of stuff here. Got some solid stone I want to sell. Get rid of the thick spider silk. Get rid of the meats. Or all the gray stuff. Get rid of the wicked claws too. There we go. Put this down here like that. I can try to fill up this. I'm gonna try to keep all the stuff we want to sell in one bag. There we go. That should be good. I think there's nothing else for us to sell. But that is the end of the episode, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.